Welcome to Market Bullets, your gateway to strategic investing in this dynamic world of cryptocurrencies and stock market. In this series, we dissect market trends, explore investment opportunities, and today we shine a spotlight on a crypto game changer, Helium. Helium cryptocurrency that we'll just focus on at the end of the episode. It's not just a digital asset, that's what the investors of this token and the true holders are saying. We will just look it through whether there is just a kind of a little elements to it that might be a real great investment opportunity of the next year. So Market Bullets, that's a series of today, is your compass for navigating the complexities of crypto, and not only. We are talking about also a macro. So stay tuned for insights that could reshape your financial journey. So without any further ado, let's head on to first element, and you can find right here, if we just find out what's the macro outlook right here. The large inflows into money markets have been followed by rotation into other asset classes. That's the trend that recently been observed. So despite the great rally on the US markets, investors are still grinding with the teeth about upcoming recession. This lack of risk on price action adaptability among US investors, resulting in still ongoing money market apps. And large inflows into money markets often indicate a risk of sentiment where investors are seeking safety and liquidity. However, a shift towards money markets can be interpreted as a flight to quality. So the investors are not running away from the stock market. That's what we observe right now on the US indices. But right now there is an environment where investors prioritize a safety of their capital, and that is where Magnificent 7 paradigm has been erected. But this trend from large to small cap stocks and more risky assets may shift. So the common fact is that markets tend to climb on a wall of worry sentiment, where there is a constant presence of concerns, doubts, or uncertainties among investors. And that's what we are dealing with right now. Even though the money is flowing, there are still much of a large pile of cash sitting on a sideline waiting for possibly greater certainty to come. So that's what giving a room for further growth on indices and digital asset market as a snapshot to what's called connected vessels flows effect. So if you're just wondering whether there is a good time to catch up with the stock market or the cryptocurrency, definitely don't buy the indices at the top, whereas the Bitcoin right now is also overextended. So there might be a short, medium term complacency, so don't fall for it, but wait for the robust recovery of this trend in terms of where it gets through correction. There might be a great time to pop in, and we'll just talk about it in our episode. So if you are just wondering what's about it, subscribe to the channel. Right now we are jumping to another element. So if you are just wondering what 2024 is about to bring to the markets, there you have an answer. We have just gone through the pre-election cycle, and pre-election cycle was the one that brought very good returns on the market. Right now, even though the October and November has been met with a kind of a reverberations to price action. Statistically, on election year, we may go through the pretty good for stock valuations and therefore good for crypto period. So the next year might be under a symbol of a bull, and those positive thrilled sentiment should be closely linked to what's going on the stock market. So we'll just have a track on that with our regular dose of news. Right now, let's jump into the crypto ecosystem. We are diving deeper into the Bitcoin one. So the latest gains of Bitcoin has been a real immersive to investors. So Bitcoin is run by miners that are really maintaining this decentralized structure. Without them, there wasn't been anything. And right now, what's scoring high on the upcoming bull market is that what the miners are doing right now. We can find that hash rate, a measure of the computational resources being allocated to mining, surged remarkably in 2023 despite stable profitability. And why is that? Miners have a long-term perspective on Bitcoin's value. So despite short-term fluctuations, they might anticipate that the value of Bitcoin will increase over time, making mining more profitable in the future. So what we can observe right now, that exahashes per second are reaching almost 500 units, and even though the profitability is stable, they are still catching up with new mining power. So how is it all going right now? We can observe that already the revival of the Bitcoin fee market, with over 180 million in transaction fees in quarter 2 and over 200 million in transaction fees in quarter 2 has been paid out so far in the current quarter, providing an additional income stream for miners. That's what lends credence to this outlook for the bull market to come, as mining is becoming a little bit more profitable, but it's not enough to cover current expenditures. The surge in hash rate, even in the face of lower current profitability, reflects a historical trend where miners continue to invest in and expand operations during bear markets, and it's based on expectations on future bull market that's yet to come, supposedly next year. So we are jumping to other elements of crypto space, and we are talking about Helium right now. So let's dive into the chart of the HNT USDT, that what you can find on crypto. That's the one of the cryptocurrency that have been making waves and right now looks like unstoppable. But however, the chart itself looks very alike yesterday's position that was injective protocol. Right now we have an obvious discrepancy. So for ING USDT, there wasn't really much orders above the price itself, as we have just gone through the all-time high period. Right now, the critical to think of HNT is like the many orders are clustering right at the level of 10 USD point. So it means that right now it will be very difficult to get it through, as there are many of the holders of HNT that were buying HNT right before this drop in price back in August, July, and also June of 2022, and they are all looking for a break-even price, where they may close their positions at the neutral level, so with no positive ROI but also with no negative. So it's quintessential to think about HNT USDT in terms of a possible area where we have a great supply zone. In order to find it out and in order to remarket, we may just draw it out right here, and this bearish tendency may ripple through this all buying pressure that's right now it will be found. So we have a real trouble with getting through this this area of 8 and 10 bucks unshaken. However, we've already seen that we have just rebounded out of this area at the 8.3, 8.5, and this bearishness has found a robust recovery. So bulls are right now getting more vocal, but significantly, I want to significantly just remark that right now there is still a very extensive in terms of the range zone that's right now have a top at the level of 10 bucks. So it means before getting through, before smashing this 10 bucks level, I wouldn't say any reason of why HNT may get with this unshaken landscape go through this 10 to 15 bucks. So right now I'm rather for painting a little bit more grimmer picture for HNT. I don't mean that there is a end of a bull market for now, but we need a inhale in order to just bring a little bit more of a calm to this overhyped asset. Right now HNT is at the level of that's out of the technical and sentiment type of element as indicating for a relief, and that may hold a pivotal moment for its market structure. So what I expect right here from HNT USDT is that we will just try to rebound out of the area of where we have just get from the last point that's on hourly been looked at the 7.57 around, and then supposedly having another attempt to move higher. If we won't succeed, we may have another spike, but a little bit much lower, with even of 41% to come. However, for now, it's a little bit too early to say that this type of a price action is provoking the bears to step in to this extent to push the price downward. We have many of demand zones yet on the road ahead to just stick out. Right here, however, I do find that there is more likely to come down from here for HNT USDT rather to come up to the levels that yet been seen in the beginning of 2022. So despite the whole of the altcoin structure is following the Bitcoin right now on the back of that kind of a little bit more bearish sentiment stepping in for Bitcoin and Ethereum, HNT may follow suit, and that's what I will stick to it right now. So I'm very curious of what's your stance on HNT USDT, as right now we are hitting a local top, supposedly maybe getting straight to this 10 points, maybe even crashing through, but then the bearish should step in anytime soon. So that's my few points on the topic, but I'm very curious of what's your projections are for HNT for the upcoming bull market, and just share your point of view underneath the video. I'm very glad you decided to pop in, and we'll discover more topics in the days to come. So subscribe to